Hi there, and welcome to the Digital Literacy Professional Development session, Using GoAnimate in the Classroom, brought to you by me, Jen Robinson. And no, I'm not paid by GoAnimate. I'm a teacher, and I love this tool, and I would love to share it with you. Before I start using GoAnimate, I always do these things. First, I keep my goal in mind. I think about what do I want students to be able to know and be able to do by the end of this unit. I choose a specific standard that I want to focus on, and then I choose one lesson that I want to apply that to, and I choose a tool. In this case, I choose GoAnimate, and then I plan my script so that I can write. Taking you to the GoAnimate site, I recommend that you go to goanimateforschools.com rather than just the goanimate.com. This one offers you all kinds of different opportunities for education. And it's even got a little demonstration there. If you want to watch the demo, you could. Comes up and it's got a great little tutorial here. This site is very strong in giving you tutorials and options, explaining the tools, very intuitive tools, and I love it for lots of different reasons. So if you go to the GoAnimate for Schools site, you'll see that they tell you about the features here. One of my favorite features is right here, the group management, where I create classes and work groups. And I assign my students to a group, and then I give them usernames and passwords, and they can post their videos to the group. I can also moderate the content if I want to, so I can watch the video before I post it to that group and before they become public or visible to the group. I use that because I work in a middle school, so I find that useful. The site, as I said, has lots of different tools, and they explain it very well here. They also show some different options for background settings and so forth. You can see the different styles. Some of them are sort of fun coffee shop. This one seems to be a garage band. There are several different styles of animation to make it fun and to give you the selection that you want to use. This site also gives you opportunities for how to use this in your classroom. I'm going to focus on this one today, Introducing Topics and Lessons. I think it's a wonderful, simple way to get started with this tool if you've never used it before. And if you have used it before, you can still introduce topics and lessons in wonderful creative ways by using some of the advanced tools. Here are some other ideas that the site gives you for how to use the tool in your classroom. And then this is the part we don't love, the pricing and sign up. It does cost. So there is a cost to this tool. I'm going to log out just for a moment so you can see what this looks like when it comes up. So if I scroll down again to pricing and tools, it will tell me. And it's got a little calculator here. So for example, if I have 5 teachers and 200 students, it's this much per year. I can change those numbers if I only have 100 students, and the cost will go down and so forth. If I just want a teacher account, this is the cost per year. I recommend it. I know that we don't like to pay for things, but this is a great source. If I don't want to pay for it right away, though, I can start this 14-day trial, and that's what we recommend for this PD. So sign up for the free 14-day trial. See if you like it, and if you do, and I'm sure you will, sign up for it. So you fill in this information, you get your own free trial, and then you'll get a username and a password. Once I get in, this is my dashboard, and it shows me some of the things I've been working on. You can see my students were very busy at the end of the school year, so I have some videos to moderate and post. I also have my most recent effort, a DigiLit Conundrum, where I start to inspire teachers to use this tool in their classroom. When you start the tool, you'll say make a video, and if this is the first time you're using it, I really recommend that you start to use the templates. It's a great way for you to start. After you log in, you'll see this screen right here, and it gives you all the different themes. If you've never used the site before, I recommend that you look for this magical icon right here. It's the template icon, and when you click on that template, the screen tells you exactly what to do step by step. So this is where I always start with new users, whether they're students or teachers. So choosing a template right here, and there are many others, but it gives you a little scenario, and then it tells you what to do. Select a setting, choose the characters, type or record. You can narrate your dialogue or just type it in, and then watch your masterpiece. So there's next. This is my setting, so I can choose where I want my class to be, in front of the blackboard, in the hallways, so forth. A dorm if you've got a setting that would be appropriate for. I think I like this one here with just the classroom, so I'm going to say next right here. Notice these two tiny little icons right here. These little thumbnails right here show you which character you're selecting. So if you want to select the teacher, that's the one right here. If you want to select the student in the scenario, that's right here. So first, I'll select my teacher. I think I'd like this woman right here to be the teacher, this one right here to be the teacher, and maybe over here I'll choose this one to be the student. Alright, so now I'll say next. I start to type in my dialogue, and remember I decided that I was going to introduce a topic or lesson. So I've got my English Language Arts standard. I always go by my standard first. I'm going to use ELA Standards Reading for informational text. I'm going to go down to this one right here and select this one, determining a central idea and giving particular details. So now that I've got my plan, I've got my template selected, and I know that my teacher is selecting and telling the students about informational text. So I might start with, "Good morning, class. Today we'll be focusing on ELA." I'm typing a dot between each one so she'll enunciate. Otherwise, she'll try to make a word out of it. So I'm saying E.L.A. Standard. 6.2, informational text. And the student might ask, what's informational text? Oh, that's simple. It's just a bit of nonfiction writing that gives you facts. Today, you will read a magazine article and pick out the main idea. Then you will give 3 supporting. Oh, and you see I ran out of space. See right there it says 0 characters remaining. So I'm going to get rid of this sentence right here so I can start by adding a new dialogue box because my teacher still needs to talk. You know, we teachers like to talk a lot. So, and pick out the main idea. Then you'll find 3 pieces of evidence from the text to support your main idea. Now I can go on back and forth with the student and the teacher, but just gives you a basic idea of how to do that. Now I can just watch my preview and see if I want to hear the voices that are the defaults, or I can go back up and I can have some more control over my voices. And I can say, well, for this one, I don't want my teacher to be British, I want her to be American. Let's listen to a voice and see if this one sounds right.
This is how my voice sounds like.
Or maybe I want her to be Kendra.
Hello. This is how my voice sounds like. Hello. This is how my voice sounds like.
I like that one.
I
She
cannot
sounds
wait
friendly.
to
So
be-
Kimberly is my teacher. And maybe for my student, let's listen. Maybe I want my student to have a British accent. So maybe she'll be Amy.
Hello. This is how my
Or
voice.
Emma.
Hello. This is how my
She
voice
sounds a bit younger, so I'm going to go
like.
with Emma. So I've chosen my voices. I also have powers here if I want to. Choose the emotion. So I can make my teacher very happy to be at school. We love our jobs, so she's happy. The student can just be in default mode because we know sometimes our students are in default mode when the class begins. And then we'll bring out that great emotion later on. So I can choose the emotions or not, and now I can preview my animation, and obviously mine would be a little longer if I were really introducing that entire topic. But there's my preview. You can see the taskbar is going, and then we'll hear an immediate playback of our video.
Good morning, class. Today we'll be focusing on ELA Standard 6.2, Informational Text. What's informational text? Oh, that's simple.
It's just a bit of non-fiction writing that gives you facts.
Today, you will read a magazine article and pick out the main idea. Then, you'll find 3 pieces of evidence from the text to support your main idea.
So if I like that, I can save now. And you can hear the voices are a little bit robotic. So that default where we can type in and choose some accents and different voices, we have some control, but it still does sound like computer generated because it is. Now if you want to go back and narrate, there is a possibility for you to do that. I've done that with some of my videos just to make it a little more fun. So it's really up to you. If you choose to do a voice recording, you would just press it there and record your text instead. But I'll move on for now so that we can see how to save. So let's say I watched it and I really liked it. It's exactly what I want. This is where I put in my title. So I might say, introduce informational text, main idea, just so I remember what that's about later on when I look at my titles. And then I can say ELA standard 6.2, so I don't forget that later on. And I can save and go to the video page. When I save to the video page, this is where I've got the power of my groups. So I've set up classes. I'm going to save this to DigiLit Teachers because we are digitally literate teachers. And I'm going to post to the group. And in order for the group to see it, because I'm the moderator, I would need to moderate it. That's the way I have it set up. Or you can just make it immediately post if you're doing a teacher PD. So that's a basic rundown of how to make a video. I know you're going to be very successful with yours. Remember, there are some great ideas and great ways to use this site. I encourage you to go back to the site and find out more. And when you're finished, you'll be putting your feedback on a Padlet, and I'll explain that later on. So go out there and have some fun.